safety vests. Danielle, do you wear a safety vest when you ride?
No.
Why not?
Because it's not really common in my discipline, so I've always just been looked at to never wear a safety vest.
Do you think there could be anything to be done to promote you to wear a vest when you ride?
I don't know what the answer to that question.
Would it be the cost?
Oh, okay. No, that makes sense. They do have a high price tag, so I think if you lower the cost, more people will be looking into them, so they'd be more willing to buy them.
Do you wear a vest when you ride?
No.
What's your biggest reason for not wearing a vest?
Usually because my discipline is based a lot off presentation, and vests aren't particularly attractive, and it's a lot of they just want to see the final picture and the finished picture, and they don't want to see a vest in it. But also because we ride in sand rings where we're not going to fall off. So, I'm so
Keep going, Jen.
Can you cut this out?
Yes.
Do the reason.
What else would you like to... What other parts of vests you think could be...
Modified?
Yeah.
I think like the Charles Owen, the blue one over there, I think a lot of people steer away from that because it's so bulky. I think if it's more slim, and more like slim fitting to the body, I think a lot more people will be more able to wear them because they'll think of the style as fitting instead of bulky and like more unattractive.
Do you think, like an airbag vest like the one that you have and this one here, do you think this could be a alternative for people that don't wear a vest at home, whether it's the Tipperary vest that Laura's in or something like the Charles Owen, whereas an airbag vest?
Yeah, I definitely think so. They are more reserved, they're not as flashy, not as big and bulky, and they're only puffy or more like big when they inflate when you fall off, so it would only be big for that second or so. So they're a lot more reserved, so I think people would actually look into wearing them more.
Do you think there could be anything done in the equestrian world to promote more people to wear a vest, whether at home competing or even just in different disciplines? I know, like, in the hunter jumper world, and anyone that's going, the cross country people, vests are a big thing because of that risk of falling. But do you think that even at home, when, accidents can happen, do you think there's something that we could do to promote the backyard kind of people to wear a vest?
Yeah, I think lowering the price tag would help a lot, especially if you're just back home riding in your backyard. People aren't willing to spend hundreds of dollars on a vest that could happen or could, not inflate, I guess. So lowering the cost and even making, a smaller version or, a less protective one that still does the job, so you still have some protection, even if that's requires a little bit less of a cost.
Is there anything else you want to add, Laura?
Well, I don't know, because not everybody has to wear a vest, and it should be more recommended for people who jump or for cross country, which is usually where you find them anyway. So, promoting them through those disciplines, I think, is really what you want to do, because other disciplines, the vest isn't necessarily going to help you if you fall off. Because, in my discipline, if we fall off in the sand, a vest like this is not going to really do much, because we're not going to hit rocks or anything like that, which is what it's supposed to protect you from. So, but really getting out there and trying to push vests for cross-country riders or even hunter jumpers in some cases would be a good idea. But making them more affordable is really helpful.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think people are willing to spend if they know it's going to protect them, especially with the air vest. There's the new thing, and if they're proven to work, I think more people will actually look into them.
What do you mean by the new thing?
like they're kind of like the new style. The air vest is a somewhat new technology. So if that's like if more studies are shown that it actually does help, I think more people are willing to spend the money that they know they're getting protected.
Yeah, it's also not like a second nature. Like when you get a hunter jumper horse or a cross country horse, you're not gonna like you go out and get a helmet, but you're not gonna necessarily go out there and get a vest because that's not the first thing you think of. But getting that in people's heads and like showing them the difference it can make is really helpful.